Hey guys, this is our wrist extension assessment exercise. So Ollie's going to show us 5 reps to start with. What Ollie's going to focus on here is as he's coming forwards, he's going to try and push his hands down into the floor. As he rocks back, he's going to try and actively lift them hands off the floor using the wrist and forearm extensors there. He's trying to work on keeping his arms straight throughout the whole movement, keeping a nice neutral spine, and making sure he's moving through a pain-free range of motion, so there's no pinching going on. Let's see one more rep. Okay, so other than the cues, there's really 3 things to be focusing on. Number 1 is that we're able to actually get our wrist into that 90 degrees of active extension. So if Ollie goes back down into that position, as he rocks back towards his bum, is he able to pull his wrists up into that 90 degree angle? Okay, so this is active wrist extension. We're sending electrical signals from the brain through into the forearm and wrist extensors here to pull the wrist into this 90 degree angle. This is number 1, guys. If you're struggling with this, really the best way of developing that we found is practice, little and often, so maybe 5 days a week, for example. Okay, Ollie's actually broken his right wrist here, so you can see there's a little bit of a limitation, but he's come a long, long way, and we can almost see a 90 degree angle here, which is fantastic. So number 2 is going to be as Ollie's rocking forwards, what he may have is a limitation, and he's not actually able to get his shoulders over his fingers. The goal here is in handstand and in press is we want to be comfortable in getting our shoulders over our fingers. Okay, so we're able to lean forwards enough for something like a press to handstand, for example. Okay, if he gets here and he's not able to actually get his shoulders over his fingers, there could be 2 causes for this. Number 1, he's got what's called opening angle tension. Okay, so if you just spin your hands around, Ollie, for me. What could be happening is he's got a lot of tightness in these muscles here. These are called the forearm flexors. Okay, so if these muscles get really tight, what can happen is it can restrict you from being able to get them shoulders past the fingers. In that case, things like foam rolling, stretches like this one, and other stretches and mobility exercises that we'll refer to in the course and in other content will be very beneficial for opening you up through here. Okay, secondly, what could be happening if we turn our hands around, if we're still not able to get them shoulders past the fingers, and what's actually happening is we're getting a pinching sensation down in the base of the wrist here. Okay, if that's happening, then it's a bit more of an issue, guys, and what we should be looking at doing is first of all seeking to find a good medical practitioner who knows the wrist well and who knows the demands of handstands, and seeking advice from them first, whether they recommend you get some sort of scan or you do some sort of rehab exercises, and that would be the first port of call that we would advise. Okay, if you're not able to do that, what we suggest in the meantime is that you just don't go into that painful range of motion. So you try and at all costs, if you're doing the exercise, avoid going far enough forward so you actually get that pinching sensation. Okay, whether that's turning the hands out slightly or just not rocking too far forwards, either of them options work well, but ultimately prioritize going and finding a good medical practitioner who can help you. Awesome, guys, that is your wrist extension assessment video. Enjoy.